Before diving into your next BRRRR project, here are 10 crucial things you need to know to maximize returns and to minimize risk. If you're new here, my name is Danny, and I've completed over 30 BRRRR deals, and not just when interest rates were at 3%, but even today with rates being over 7%. Purchase price matters more than anything else. No matter how amazing a property is, if you overpay, profitability will always be out of reach, and you have to be able to recognize underpriced assets. The buying phase is the most crucial because no amount of rehabbing, no amount of renting, no amount of refinancing could save the bad purchase. If you don't know your market well, be sure to get guidance from someone that does. A real estate agent that works with primarily investors is a great spot to start. A bad tenant is worse than no tenant. It's like saying it's better to be single than to be married to someone that's going to leave you in a month. It's better for the house to be vacant than to rent it out to someone who doesn't pay. The only way rentals become true assets is through consistent rent income. A non-paying tenant will tank your cash flow. It's going to wreck your investment. Be sure that you have a strong screening process for each tenant. We like to see a credit score of 600, 3 times the rent in net income, and no recent bankruptcies, foreclosures, or evictions within the last 3 years. Don't be Mr. Nice Guy to your contractors. Contractors will take advantage of you if you let them. You have to be firm, you have to set clear deadlines, and you have to get itemized scopes of work. Never pay for work that isn't completed yet. Miscommunications can cost you literally thousands of dollars. Document everything and make sure that you're managing expectations. On one of my first BRRRRs, I told the contractor that I wanted the exterior painted. He completed the work, and then when I went to go walk that property for that final payment, I realized that he only painted the siding exterior, not the brick part, which I thought that would be painted as well. Because when I said paint the exterior, I meant all of the exterior, not just the top portion of it. Different people have different perspectives, so it's vital to avoid misunderstandings. And the best way to do that is to get itemized scopes of work. And then the best thing you could do is to do weekly walkthroughs. Whether it's you or someone on your team, an objective third party has to be walking that property to ensure that the timeline is being adhered to, as well as the quality of work is being adhered to. Both of those are extremely important. If you want to go slow, use your own dough. But if you want to scale fast, use someone else's cash. If you want to scale quickly, leverage other people's money. Hard money lenders and private investors are invaluable in this industry. With smart financing, you could handle multiple projects simultaneously instead of waiting months to free up your own cash. From purchase to refinance, it could take from 3 to 6+ months. It's tough to scale when you're only doing one project at a time. But if you could do 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time, you'll get to your goals a lot faster. Stop complaining about how difficult the refinance process is. Your lender is literally handing you a 6-figure check when you refinance. It's worth the paperwork. No need to complain about it. And yes, lenders ask for a lot, but they're protecting their investment. Remember, you're being handed $100,000 or more. Prove that you're worth it and make the process seamless by promptly giving them the requested docs, especially if you're going the DSCR route. It's tedious, it's cumbersome, but remind yourself that it's a part of the process and that you're going to be better for it if you go through it. Wealth through BRRRRing takes time. It's a long-term strategy. Each cycle builds cash flow and net worth incrementally. If done right, you're going to get wealthy, but don't expect to be wealthy overnight. Patience wins as long as you're consistently working towards your goal. Don't quit your job for BRRRR cash flow. Cash flow is great. It's the icing, but it's not the cake itself. Your rental portfolio should be a long-term wealth builder, not your main income source. Keep your active income source while you're using rentals to grow your net worth and to hedge against inflation. I've seen too many people think that their portfolio is the key to relaxing on the beach and to drink margaritas all day long. The truth is that they are one broken HVAC away from having zeroed out all of their cash flow from the year. Rentals are a great way to invest for wealth, but they're a terrible way to grow your active income. If you want to use it as a supplement to your main income, that's fine, but don't quit your job. There are two truths in all of real estate. It will always cost more and it will always take longer than expected. You have to learn how to expect the unexpected, budget for the contingencies, and add buffers to your timelines. You have to stress test your deals during underwriting. This will save you from financial headaches and it's going to keep the project on track. If you know that things will cost more and take longer, you could prepare for it. But if you're naive and assume that we live in a perfect world and everything's going to go great, you're going to be derailed. Underwrite realistically and you'll be glad that you did. Number 9 is that repairs are investments, not expenses. Investing into your property pays off. Avoid deferring maintenance. Happy tenants stay longer and they're going to pay on time. Regular investments in the upkeep of the property prevent future headaches and they're going to boost that property value. A lot of the sellers we work with that need to sell are in that position because they never invested into their property. The hole gets too big, and when that tenant moves out, they don't have that large sum of money to do the turnover plus catch up on all the deferred maintenance. Do it as it comes up. You'll be thankful that you did. A bad property manager can sink the best property. This is probably the most important. Even the best asset will fail with poor management. Hire an experienced property manager who handles all of the tenant screening, that's going to collect the rent on time and also handle the maintenance efficiently. A leaky boat will always sink no matter how good the captain is. Yes, they are responsible for the property, but ultimately it is your investment. So manage the property management company. You'll be more likely to see a higher return year over year. Which of these top 10 stood out to you the most? Drop them in the comments below. This is my first long form video, so I'd love your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on wealth building through real estate. Go out there and crush it.